You've been lied to. This personal development journey that you're finding yourself on is keeping millions of people stuck. It's making people not believe in themselves even more. It's making people not take the actions they're supposed to take. It's making people think that they are unworthy. Now, why are so many people stuck in this personal development trap? You would think that if you're reading the books and you're going to the retreats and you're doing the affirmations and the meditations, you'd think that some way, sometime, over a period of time, you would improve. You would be better. Well, there's something sort of counterintuitive happening here. And this is why people don't realize that what they're doing is actually harming them. Now, I am not saying that there's any issue with personal development. I am not saying that you shouldn't be improving yourself and building your skill set, etc. The thing that is keeping millions of people trapped and feeling like they're not good enough is because of the approach that they have to personal development. If you are doing self-help and you believe that something about yourself needs to be fixed or improved, you need to realize that for all of the time that you're on this path, trying to do self-help, to fix or improve yourself, you are simultaneously telling yourself that you are somebody who needs to be fixed or improved. Okay? It's the entire approach that's off. It's not what you're doing. It's not self-help. It's the approach that you are taking to self-help, these beliefs that you're holding about yourself. And therefore you're going on this self-help journey. That's what's holding you back. It's what's making it so that when you do self-help, you're barely experiencing any change. You're holding this worldview and this self-image about yourself where something about you just feel is off. It's not right. It needs improved. It needs fixed. Well, in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly what you need to do in order to just take yourself off of this path that you've been on. The reason why things have been going slow, you haven't been improving much, you haven't really been changing your beliefs about yourself, just getting off the path itself is what you really need in order to dramatically change who you are, who you think you are, how you come off to people, what you're capable of, and what you actually do. You just need to get yourself onto a different path. And literally by the end of this video, you can be on that different path. So this happened to me when I finally realized that I was sort of stuck in a trap after years of literally daily self-help. And I was doing everything that I could possibly think of in order to start to feel whole about myself and to feel like I was capable and worthy and that I was that person who I wanted to be, the person who could achieve my dreams. And it happened in an instant, right? This realization that I can't keep doing what I've been doing and expect a different result. I can't hold this belief about myself and feel whole, right? If all that we have is this present moment, and if within this present moment you're holding this perspective that there's something wrong with you, and you're on the path of self-help in order to improve or fix that thing, well, for while you're on that path, all of the time, it's impossible for you to feel whole. So you just gotta, again, get yourself off of that path. And I've been there, done that, and I want to explain to you exactly how to get off of that path and how to, in that instant, after getting off, how to realize who you truly are and what you're truly capable of. And then with those newfound perspectives and beliefs and self-image to be able to pursue the life that you know you were born to live. So how does this happen? It seems you would think it would be complicated, right? You've read all of these books, you've listened to all of these audios and videos, and you'd think that, man, like I just need that bit of information to be able to shift within myself, right? You don't need more information, but this video could be exactly what it takes in order for you to get to that spot of change. So what we must realize is that you have these perspectives about yourself. I don't need to know anything about your past in order to tell you what to do next, okay? Yes, all of these things could have happened to you. Yes, you dwell on them. Yes, they have changed your beliefs. I get it. But the specific things that happen to you, these reasons that you're giving yourself, they don't matter right now. What matters is that you get off the path you're on and you realize what this new path is. Okay? So if you're not going to do personal development with this idea that there's something wrong with you and that you need to be fixed, what's the alternative? What people would normally think is that, well, then you must just get on a path where you're doing personal development and you feel whole and you feel like, there's nothing really to fix, but of course you can improve in some ways. You can improve your skills. You can still sort of tweak your perspectives and things like that. And I'd like to say that that could help, but it's not the actual solution that addresses the root cause to what's actually happening. Because the root cause of these beliefs that you have about yourself is simply that they are arising within your mind and within your life via your thoughts. That's all you need to know. And us humans, we have these egos, we have this sense of I, and when we think these thoughts about ourselves, we tend to believe them, right? We say, well, this happened in my past, somebody said this about me, and I believe it. I see all of this evidence as to why it's true. The thing is that all of that is ego-based, right? There is a part of you that is beyond ego, and it is already perfect. There's a part of you that doesn't have this sense of I, and instead is able to be completely present within this moment, and you can just feel whole. So where does that sense of you come about, that literal experience? It comes about by gaining a sense of true presence and of being aware of your thoughts. You are not your thoughts, right? People go throughout their lives, they're constantly thinking. You walk down the street, everybody's thinking, they're all in their own world, they're narrating this story of their life. And for many people, it's very painful. And all we're talking about here is not even about you changing the story, right? When I say you can get on this new path and you can feel whole, we're not even talking about this sense of ego feeling whole, right? If you're functioning in that way, you're always going to be able to find problems. You're always going to be able to find limitations. Where does the true limitless side of you belong? Where is it? How do you find it? Well, you find it by being truly in the moment and becoming the conscious awareness that is actually yourself, right? A little child, for instance, could believe that he's not good at anything, that he'll never amount to anything, okay? Is that true about that child? Of course not. That child has so much potential. They have their whole life ahead of them, and simply a shift in their beliefs is all that it takes to set them free. So where do we go from here in order for you to be more present, in order for you to not go down that rabbit trail of thought that's making you feel less than, that's making you think about these reasons why you're broken? Well, again, it all stems from what is occurring within this present moment. It's being able to see those thoughts for what they are, being able to allow them to arise within consciousness. You can notice them, but you don't latch onto them. You don't necessarily believe them, because the whole idea of these thoughts is that the very fact that they arise means that they must go. And you cannot simply be something that is so impermanent as that. You, without doing any more self-help, are a perfect human being. You are incredible. You are capable. And the only reason why you would ever feel otherwise is if you are thinking thoughts that are making you feel that way, and you are believing them. And you are treating them as reality, as a fact about yourself, and you're basing your entire reality and life experience and your behaviors, and therefore results, off of them. If you want to be able to experience what I'm talking about, this completely separate path that you can go on, where you don't need self-help, but maybe you still want to do it because you want to improve some skills, you want to sort of tweak your sense of eyes perspective in some sort of way, then click the link that is below this video and I will dive straight into that rabbit hole. We'll go into exactly what it takes in order for you to be able to quickly just realize that you are not your thoughts. Realize your true self, that you are capable, that you are whole, and that within this present moment, you don't have any real limitations beyond what you can physically do. That is you. That is the truth about you. And anything that arises within your mind or anybody who says otherwise is incorrect. And those people are most likely simply caught up in thought. They're seeing their reality in a distorted way, and it's just not true. So if you'd like to see the reality of who you truly are, then click the link that is below in the description and go on this journey where hundreds of others have gone on. And they have very quickly, usually within 24 to 72 hours, they have been able to come to the realization that they are absolutely incredible, limitless human beings. Again, we're not here to fix yourself. We're not here to improve yourself. I'm here to show you that you yourself can recognize the fact that you are already perfect. So I hope to see you in that training.